with an opening statement. Good morning and welcome to today's witnesses joining the Aviation Subcommittee's hearing titled The Leading Edge Innovation in U.S. Aerospace. This is a long overdue discussion to explore promising opportunities for U.S. aerospace, including emerging aerospace entrants and new aviation technologies with potential societal, safety, and environmental benefits. Today's hearing is also a great opportunity to examine challenges in making those concepts a reality, and what Congress and the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, can do to ensure the safe and efficient integration of new entrants and technologies into the National Airspace System, or what we call the NAS. Fostering innovation is one of my top priorities as chair because it will help bolster U.S. jobs and grow the nation's leadership in the aerospace industry. Today's witnesses represent a range of emerging aerospace entrants, from small unpiloted aircraft systems to electric aircraft and supersonic airplanes. I'm also pleased to have representatives from city and tribal governments at the table to highlight why new aerospace entrants and technologies are important to their communities and how to build public acceptance. Once only seen in science fiction or dropping Judy and Elroy off at school, flying cars and air taxis will soon be a reality. With over 70 advanced air mobility, or AAM, concepts in development. Electrical vertical takeoff and landing, or eVTOL vehicles, could reduce traffic congestion and improve mobility options, particularly in dense urban environments. However, the Congress and FAA must consider infrastructure, how new entrants will be integrated into an already busy U.S. airspace, and impacts on local communities. To that end, I do want to welcome today Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti to today's panel. Mayor Garcetti, when we get to you, I know that the city of LA is a leader in helping get AAM options deployed. So I'm interested in hearing more about the city's efforts to prepare for AAM operations in the region, including accounting for community views, ensuring equitable access across the city, and promoting sustainability. New advancements in aerospace technologies are arriving as U.S. aviation works to address pressing challenges such as greenhouse gas emissions and aircraft noise. That's why I'm pleased today as well to welcome Mr. Roy Ganzarski, CEO of magniX, an electric propulsion system manufacturer leading the charge on the development of more sustainable and energy-efficient aircraft. magniX is another in a long line of innovators in aviation that are based in Washington State, in this case, in my hometown of Everett, Washington, in my district. Mr. Ganzarski, I look forward to your thoughts on how the federal government can help U.S. manufacturing in this increasingly competitive space and help meet environmental goals as well. I want to turn now to unmanned aircraft systems, another area of tremendous growth. The FAA projects the use of drones will reach up over 2 million units by 2024, combining both private and commercial use. Drones are used today to perform critical infrastructure inspections, assist in recovery efforts following natural disasters, and deliver critical medical supplies during the pandemic. Mr. Grimsley is here from the Choctaw Nation. I look forward to learning more about the nation's ongoing project under the FAA's Beyond program to test advanced drone operations and analyze the impact of this technology on tribal and rural communities. Inherent in the growth of new entrants are the potential risks posed to existing airspace users and people and critical assets on the ground. And so in December 2020, the FAA issued 2 long-awaited UAS final rules, which took effect last week, one requiring the remote identification, or ID, of UAS, and another permitting more routine UAS operations over people under certain conditions. So not only would I hope that Mr. Grimsley can address those issues, but Mr. Bree from Skydio is here, and I would like to hear more about the drone industry's reaction to these new rules as well. On to supersonic aircraft. Recent advancements in propulsion technology, materials, and domestic manufacturing have also made supersonic flight more of a reality. Traveling faster than the speed of sound, these flights are projected to significantly reduce transoceanic travel times and open new gateways to support international commerce. However, challenges persist to full deployment of supersonic flight, most notably the lack of internationally recognized certification, noise, or emission standards for supersonic aircraft. So in response to the 2018 FAA reauthorization law, the FAA recently issued a final rule to help facilitate supersonic flight testing and the safe development of such aircraft. And we're joined today by Mr. Blake Scholl, CEO of Boom Supersonic, a U.S. manufacturer at the forefront of developing supersonic passenger aircraft. Mr. Scholl, when we get to you, I'm interested in learning more about Boom's XB-1 concept your experience with navigating the current regulatory process for supersonic flight, and what is needed both U.S. and internationally to realize the vision. The subcommittee is also joined by Mr. Pierre Harter with the National Institute for Aviation Research at Wichita State University, a leader in aerospace research and development. Mr. Harter, when we get to you, I look forward to your thoughts on the importance of federal investment in research on these technologies and ways to support the next generation of aviation innovators, scientists, and engineers. As the nation works towards long-term economic recovery, this subcommittee will continue its forward-looking agenda on the future of U.S. aerospace, and how Congress and the FAA can ensure the U.S. remains the global aviation leader. Congress, the new administration, and the industry and its workforce must work together as we embark on this next generation of U.S. aerospace and ensure that as nascent operations and technologies are integrated in the complex airspace system, the safety of all who fly and those on the ground remain the top priority. So I want to thank you all again, today's witnesses ahead of time. I look forward to your discussion. With that, I want to turn now to the ranking member of the subcommittee, Mr. Garrett Graves of Louisiana, for an opening statement. Representative Graves.